I'm Mike Warner, co-owner of Construction Specialties. We're right here in the middle of a project that we're working on. It's in a middle phase of being constructed, and I've got people upstairs making noises and putting in doors and trim and all kinds of things going on around me. We have concrete guys outside getting started on work out there to pour concrete, and so we're right in the thick of things. As you walk into the front door, you have a little small entryway that's been expanded during this construction process, and to your left you're going to see the leftover remains of the old house that have about 90% of the way been remodeled. It's got a nice sunken living room, which is reminiscent of the 1960s, with an old see-through fireplace and paneled ceiling with some beams, and the kitchen and a couple bedrooms are over that way. My customers for this house have lived in an old house off of Tennessee Street here in Lawrence for a really long time. They're really in love with the old house feel. They bought this house and they're really interested in adding family space and living space for, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas and get-togethers, and they have a large family. So trying to improve on the tight spaces of an old house. Many old houses are pretty boxed off and stuff. So we've added a 2,000 square foot addition, brings in things that the house didn't have: large open spaces, office space, basement space, storm shelter, things like that that really didn't exist on a single level 1960s home. In March of 2020, COVID became a national emergency, and this project was in the early stages of construction. We were in the middle of this project, and prior to that had been walking through face-to-face, having meetings, you know, all the normal things that you would normally do on a job. As the course of COVID has unfolded, we've had to make a lot of changes to how we're doing work. We're wearing masks, we're collaborating over the internet a lot more. We were really lucky to have a software system implemented at Construction Specialties that allows us to do a lot of the collaboration over the internet and without having to be face-to-face. But through that, and then just different practices on site, limiting the amount of people that are here, who's here, how they coordinate with each other, when we have meetings, to make sure that we're not necessarily right in the thick of things with a bunch of people in here. All those things have had to been changed and manipulated over the course of this process to keep us on track and timeline and all the things that are really important to the homeowners, but also maintain the high level of quality that we have here at Construction Specialties. Many times the work that we're doing is sexy kitchens and bathrooms and kind of the hot topic items that you see all over the internet. But for this job and a lot of the other jobs that we do as well, we're looking at things like basements and storage and things like that that are more functional. They're adding to the functionality of a house. It's a really big deal. It's a really big focus of this place. Over half of the work that we've done here, square footage wise, we find that to be something that really increased the value of this place, this house, and the functionality of how they're going to use it. When you walk into the basement of this remodel, you're going to find an incredibly functional setup with a laundry and bathroom, large storage area. There's a wood shop to my right here. We've got a large open furnace area that's easily accessible and utilized. Around the corner, they have a large storm shelter with a suspended concrete slab that's actually directly below the driveway and the garage. So they're going to be parking cars directly above where their storm shelter is. 3-car garages and storm shelters are stuff that we are getting from customers constantly. People are calling us asking about that. There's multiple ways to accomplish those things, but they're hot topic items in new construction on the west side of town. This one has a suspended slab that you're going to park on in the garage, but these concepts with the storm shelters being really important to new homeowners and buyers and remodelers is something that I think we're going to see a lot more of. When we're completely done, I'll have the video crew back and we'll take a look at the completed project.